Hi everyone, I'm Yuri, and today I'm gonna introduce a learning strategy which is space, or we can call it distribution practice. So, what is distributed practice? It's basically to spread out the time of your study session instead of cramming it all at the last day. And this strategy works for everyone who is doing homework, exam or reading session. So what are the method of distributed practice? First, you can take breaks in between study session, which mean to spread the session over days rather than spread through hours of the days. And then do repetitive practice. And then also it will be good to combine with good time management. It will eventually enhance distribution of tasks and also to increase your planning skills. Some of the study examples that prove benefit of distributed practices are you study from 2015 where participate were defined to four groups, basically to mass reading or distributed rereading. And then also within this two group, they divide into the use of highlighting and not highlighting. And then student will be asked to return for a test after 1 week. And then the overall results have shown that distributed set practice lead to long-term retention and also increase retrieval, information process, and overall memorization. And then there's also another study that shows how spacing practice promote metacognition, and which is the term how we examine our own thought process during study session. And also it will increase our general knowledge of the topic and materials. So one of the personal example that I have in this quarter is I had a small quiz on the course history 141, and the teacher will pick five of the vocabulary out of 60 to test on the student, and then for each vocab, I will have to memorize the definition as well as significant in history. So I spread out my study session into 6 days, and I basically studied 10 new vocabulary each day. But then I got back my exam score. I only scored 3 out of 5 correctly. So some of the positive outcome that I seen from my example is I'm able to reduce my stress level. I did good in organization skills to adopt my flexibility, my free time of the day, and then also to maintain a good sleep time, rest time, and then also within this process, I evaluate my active time period of the day. And then some improvement I should make is I lack repetitive practice, which enable to maintain long-term retention, and also there's lack of self-testing. So what change I will make to my example is I will modify my study schedule to possibly setting 2 sessions per day and one for vocabulary and one for review session, basically for self-testing. And then some of the example for different learner I have here is 4 steps that everyone should take while using distribution strategy. The first is to evaluate the best personal study time frame interval. The second is to determine the effective study method and material. For example, if you're a visual learner, you can use highlighting or diagram to review. And then the third one is to choose the best study environment. For example, many students found library as the best place to study to provide comfort and less distraction. And the last thing to notice is to combine distribution strategy with other methods, including reinforcement scheduling, goal setting, monitoring, evaluating. And this is my end of presentation. Thank you.